This is the cheapest battery I have tested on the channel, and it will cost you $131. The brand name is called Yeagulch. It's a normal size battery and it's not a mini version. I like it because it's better for heat dissipation in the case. I charged the battery up and I was able to reach 14.4 volts. That's a good sign. That means the cells inside the battery are balanced. So I did a capacity test at point 2C and I got 1292 watt hours. That's only 101 amp hour. That's not great for a new battery. So I checked the internal resistance and it was okay for a new battery. It says the BMS is 100 amps, but I just draw 200 amps for 7 minutes, so that's not good. And the case got very warm. I'll check later with my infrared camera. And also the email address is shiping20@outlook.com. They don't even use an email address with their own domain name, so that's not very professional. Next, let's open up the battery. Oh no. Uh-oh. This BMS again. The battery has an overpressure relief. That's good to see. They're using lock washers and the glue is applied correctly. We can see that this battery is an exact copy of the Dynas battery. And the Dumfume is using the same BMS but with a 200 amp version. So I do not recommend this BMS. It might run fine for the first few months or a year, and then the capacity will reduce. That's because the balancing current is very low at 22 milliamps. In most cases, it will not be able to keep up the imbalance between the cells. I know some of you are still going to buy this battery because it's very cheap. But if you wire 4 of these in series for a 48 volt battery, the one that hits high voltage first will cut off the entire series string. So if one BMS cuts off, you don't have any power in your system. And the same goes for parallel, but it's more forgiving. For example, if you have 2 in parallel and one will hit high voltage first, the BMS will cut off and all the power needs to come from your second battery. And that will increase the current draw on that battery, which might blow your fuse. I will now do a 200 amp discharge test. This battery is rated at 100 amps, but the BMS allows 200 amps for 7 minutes. So I'll keep the lid closed and come back after the BMS has turned off, take the thermal camera and take a look at the battery. The BMS has just turned off, so let's check the battery. We can see the 2 foam pads here. Let's remove the tape. And the hottest point in the battery is 100 degrees Celsius. And the BMS itself is 95 degrees Celsius. The balancing wires look good. They are screwed down and there's some glue on top as well. The cells have separators in between and there is no bloating. So then I scanned the QR codes. And the cells are made by Anchi Tech or ANC. And I never heard about this company. And they're not using conventional coding standards for the QR codes. And the company started in 2016. And these cells are rated for 4000 cycles. I already took the BMS apart in one of my other videos, so I'm not going to repeat myself. Overall, the build quality of this battery is good. It's a budget battery, so expect budget features. I do not recommend buying it if you're using it long term and rely on it. but for a small standalone project, like some lights in a shed, it might be fine. If you're using this battery, set your absorption to 24 hours to let the undersized balancer do its job. If you want to know more about the batteries I recommend, I will leave a link in the video description for you to have a look at. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.